So it's all about time, giving people extra time, giving people time to do what they need to do, saving time. It's time. That's what the win is today. From the home base in Brookfield, Wisconsin, welcome to episode 175 of Inside Connect and Simplify, sponsored by the Benefit Companies. Roger here. Human capital management consultant and part-time vocalist. I've been singing at church since I was in grade school. And that's where we begin today. And no, again, this is not a political or religious podcast. It's about business. It's about time. The analogy just happens to relate to a rehearsal at church. So I was just at a rehearsal at church. These upcoming services, it's just going to be me and the worship leader singing, and she's going to play piano. We worked through all the songs. Most were familiar, so we only had to do like a verse and a chorus. Of most of them, there was one song we didn't know. I had done a little pre-work outside of this rehearsal just to make sure I was ready for it. And just to speed up the process. We got done about 20 minutes early, and she was grateful, as she had other music she needed to learn that she'd never done before. So the 20 minutes would allow her to get that work done. So, by doing the work I did on my own, and by cutting down the repetitive verses and choruses, she got time to do the work she needed to do on another project. And here's another story that goes along with time. So I was on a call today with a prospect. Our chat was a brief info gathering meeting to set the stage for an upcoming demo regarding human resources and time labor management. Now, when we get to the demo, we will know what the prospect has as pain points and what they want to see from our platform, which is, again, a human capital management platform from our technology partner, UKG. So this brief meeting today will make that demo very targeted to what they're looking to solve. And of course, allow for sidebar or adjacent trips in the platform as we work through the modules. But both the work done prior to the rehearsal and the work done as a short meeting before the demo have the same end result. Work done prior saves time and gets the results faster, giving someone time back in their day for other work or other projects. And that is exactly what we do. We give you time back. Or sometimes we just say, we give you your life back. Okay, so here's the jumping off point. If you're good with where you're at work, with all of your human capital management and admin processes, and there's not one thing you would consider improving or making more efficient, you are excused, and I just gave you time back in your day. Now, if there might be a thing or two that could be improved in your administrative processes, then the reality is we might be able to give you time back in your day. It just might take a little longer to get there. And you should keep listening. Here's an example. If we automate the time off requests and tracking of time off for a client that has 4 different categories of time to capture, a table for how many hours you get based on the years of service, there's scheduling, there's remote workers, there's no carryover, and the anniversary date is the trigger for adding PTO back into their buckets of time. You know, how much time and energy would that give back to your administrative team if we automated that? I know it's a rhetorical question because every company is different. Let's just do some simple math. If it saves the admin team 5 hours a week, that's 260 hours a year, times $30 an hour, that's $7,800 in realized savings to the company bottom line. That's 260 hours of not tracking hours on a manual spreadsheet. That's 260 hours not managing handwritten or email PTO requests. That's 260 hours of not doing the math to adjust PTO buckets. That's 260 hours not spent on the PTO process at all, but rather on other vital work or projects that never seem to get started. That's 260 hours not meeting with employees to sort out math errors. That's 260 hours not trying to track the audit trail of requests because the system we implement is the audit trail. That's 260 hours not manually tracking anniversary dates and manually adjusting buckets for refreshed hours, or having to make a change because Joe just reached his 10-year anniversary and he gets another week off. And by the way, the employees will save time and energy too, because they will make their requests online in the system, where they will see their own PTO buckets, see the calendar, and know what's available for days off. I know, simple math. Save a few dollars while tightening up your processes and protecting the company from compliance issues or employee disputes. And let's be real, the cost to put in the system might actually just be offset by the actual cash savings that we just said would hit the bottom line. So it would be a cost-neutral event. So why would you even do it? ROI. Because ROI isn't just dollars, it's time, it's energy, it's perception, it's culture, progress, innovation. If the end result is the admin team is less stressed and more efficient, that's a win. And all the other wins I already listed as well, those are wins. So cost neutral, maybe. ROI, absolutely. And by the way, are you sure your PTO guidelines are compliant? Many small businesses I meet with do not have an HR professional on staff, or even have one on call to consult with. They learn the process by doing it. I would say easily 3 out of 4 business owners I talk to about HR say this statement almost word for word. I'm not sure I'm doing it right, but this is how I do it. So, you're not sure if your PTO guidelines are compliant. You're not sure your HR processes are compliant. Are you setting yourself up for an issue if an employee files a complaint? So if you're not sure, but this is how you do it, you might want to consider having our HR consulting division take a look at your processes, give you best practices based on the latest legislation that might impact your business, and give you a path to run on. A file and a process audit would give you a snapshot of what's right, what's outside of compliance, and what you need to fix. Now, did I take this off track? I was talking about time. Well, I'm talking about compliance as well, and they go hand in hand in this case. And so maybe I'm a little off track. But if we see this on a regular basis like we do, we're kind of compelled to offer a solution that might get these companies and these business owners right. And by doing that, we give them their life back. It's kind of our job. So the time saved at the rehearsal at church gave the worship leader time back in her day to work on other music she needed to learn quickly. The time spent today in preparation for the demo will now focus on the pain points for the prospect and get them to a decision faster. If that decision involves us, then the time they will save once we go operational will allow them to focus their time on other projects. So it sounds like a win. Or am I just that eternal optimist that thinks we can help everyone? Well, 2 things can be true. I am an optimist, and it is a win. Thanks for listening. Be well.
Inflation, interest rate increases, punitive regulatory mandates, even just economic uncertainty are and will continue to impact your clients and your business for the foreseeable future. Now more than ever, you need to manage the human capital side of your business smartly. Cloud-based human capital management from the benefit companies requires no installation into your information systems infrastructure, provides automated solutions for scheduling, time and attendance, benefits, while really making all HR information instantaneously accessible. Your Insource benefit Benefit Company's team makes avoiding compliance risk while minimizing financial risk simple on a daily basis. Cloud-based solutions supported by your Insource Benefit Company's team provides information in real time, enabling awareness required to optimize labor costs while keeping operations professional and efficient. And when economic downturns impact your bottom line, we can help you dry run strategic labor decisions to avoid costly missteps. Connect and Simplify Insource, the Benefit Companies. ConnectandSimplify.com.